Hi, Alex. I forgot your name for a minute. Sorry. Hi, Alex. Thank you for coming today. So I'll be a counseling, and I'm Joseph. Have you been a counseling session before?
Hi, Joseph. I have been, but a long time ago,
So you know
like
all the
about 2 years.
procedures, like I'm allowed to report this stuff. You know a little bit, right?
Yes, I know.
So because I work like for 30 minutes, every session is 30 minutes, but I always finish it like in 25 minutes or maybe 20 minutes because I need a few times to write down all your information. So that's why I'm asking you to have any problem to take some notes or write down your all information bring to me because everything is confidential, of course. So everything you're gonna tell me right now is gonna be very confidential just between you and me. If some reasons you go outside, it tell you some what you told me that's is not my business anymore. So I need to tell you like this come from you. Okay, so that's kind of your problem. So
Okay.
everything will be confidential. So that's why. And to start the session, I need to ask you how's your week going?
My week is going good. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty much no problem at all. Like just
Yes.
as per normal.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what bring you here today? So what do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I was these last days. I'm feeling a bit anxious, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a lot of troubles and thinking about a bit anxious about what's my current situation and how I can do like to do with my visa because
Mm-hmm.
nowadays is can be my last year in Australia. So I don't know what to do because I really want to stay here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not sure about this because this whole situation of the pandemic and thing and then uh, is a bit worried about work and about money. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I took this decision to move from Brazil, and now I'm just here in Australia, and I don't know, I'm facing now the problem to go back to Brazil and this
How
restart.
long have you been
Then
here in Australia?
I've been Australia. I'm here for 3 years and a half, almost 4 years.
Okay, so it's a long time enough. So you always send a student visa, right?
Yes, I was a student visa.
Yeah. So let me clarify some stuff. So you come here in Australia 3 years ago. It's almost 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you feel anxious because of your visa. You don't know if you're gonna stay here in Australia, you're gonna come back to Brazil. So you feel insecure what way you select, what choice you're gonna have. So now I need to ask you if you're gonna stay, what are you gonna do if you choose to stay?
Well, that's the big question. I think my first plan is to just keep studying, do some another kind of course like master or bachelor. But I've already had my bachelor back in Brazil, so probably the most suitable in my mind is go back to study master, which can grant me to stay a little bit more in Australia and apply for another kind of visa, which allow me to stay permanently, which is my main
Mm-hmm.
uh, is my target. Yes, I said I left my life in Brazil, so I just have to stay here. I'm not very keen to return. By the way, like yeah, for me, the life is
So
better here.
if you're gonna stay here in Australia, you're gonna keep studying, try to master, try to go up in your studies. So
Yes,
that's a
yes.
good thing to that's a good choice to stay here in Australia. But if you go back to Brazil, do you have anything there like a family or study or?
Yes, my whole family is living in Brazil. Like
Mhm.
just me living in Australia at the moment. And yeah, I back in Brazil I used to be as a public servant, which I was worked there for almost 10 years, and it was basically like my first job. And since I was approved and the whole test is I was work since then. I really like it, but
Mhm.
in the past, my last year in Brazil was very difficult. I was feeling sad very depressed about the job and about my life and about my realizations I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, it's like just blowing up my mind. It's like I don't know what, and just give up everything. And then I decided to move to Australia. So one of my friends was living is living here, still here, and she told me
Mm-hmm.
about and says, "Oh, why not to try?" So I got 2 years leave from my work back in Brazil, because in Brazil the public
Mm-hmm.
servant is a for life job. And yeah, I just moved to Australia. Stud first studied English, studied 6 months of general English, and after that I studied Cambridge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like okay, so it's like as my first anxiety crisis was like because my visa was expiring. So it's like oh my god, what to do, what to do, what to do, and I don't want to go to Brazil, and then there's a apply again for a new one. So I started to studying HR, and I really hate HR. I just studied for 6 months, and
Yeah.
I discovered like studying my diploma of mental health. So it's like as I'm back in Brazil, I study psychology, and I worked as a psychologist for maybe 1 year. And so yeah, mental health is be good for me. Maybe if I want to go back to Brazil, and I like it. And I
Mm-hmm.
like to live in Australia as well because of what is the country gave me to me is like some everything I never had in Brazil. And
Mm-hmm.
now I'm studying another diploma, and that's it. Like in the I don't know because in Brazil I just get my resignation. I got last year return and resigned for my job. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's basically like I have to go back and start again if I have to
Like
go back.
you don't have another choice. Like if you come back, you're gonna come back with the same job and same life you used to have before.
Yes, I don't. I have to change my life and job, everything because it's already
Mhm.
quit. So yeah,
No, that's good. That's interesting to hear. So you're telling me if you come back to Brazil, you don't have choice. Like you're gonna come back to the same life you was before. But you're telling me
yeah,
you like I was depressed and just to work in the same place for 10 years and live there. So that's why you select to try to come here. Like try to change your life because you saw getting you put down for some reasons. So can you tell me a little bit more about this feeling? Like what are you feeling about here in Australia? So tell me in Brazil was very depressed. So what about your feelings in Australia?
well, it's a different kind of feeling. Like I believe it's like there was like depressed because it's like I was not perspective in my life. So it's like I
Mm-hmm.
just stay there and they keep working. It was good, money was good, but I don't know what's feeling some things like I need to know like change. I was feeling like this urge to change, and so I decided to do that. Here is like more about that is not my country, so it's like I'm away from my family and from my friends, and it's like what to do now here. And so it's like this is like the feeling is like I go more for anxiety. It's like a little bit like what to do is like these questions what to do, and because this is not my home country, this is not my first language, so it's like I was a bit scared to talk to someone else and be judged about like my accent or my wrong selection of words to do. So this scares me, and I want to work as a counselor or as a psychologist or here in Australia, and that is like give me like a like I will be a good counselor, a good psychologist because I'm not sure if my clients can understand me because my accent or whatever. So it's like, oh, okay, now what to do? And this, uh, yeah, so this scares me about this my
Mm-hmm.
perspective in the future. And yeah, this is and also it's here to validate my diploma, my studies from Brazil to here. It's like it's a long path, like take a lot of money, take a lot of time. and yeah, it's quite difficult. So everything's
So you're telling me your feelings in Australia make you insecure. Like you never
yes.
know what's gonna happen next day. You don't know if you're gonna get some job. You feel insecure about your English or your accent. You feel insecure like to look something bad about your English or accent. Try to hold me back. So I feel like you're very insecure here in Australia. At the same time, have depression in Brazil. That's your feeling so far. So you're telling me so far you come here to Australia because you not feel well in Brazil. So that's why you try to change your style life. You come here to Australia, and you're by yourself in Australia. Do you have someone else?
So basically, like I'm live with myself, but I'm live with my partner at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, but like just him. But at the moment, I don't have any family. So it's my whole family, friends, everything
It's in
is
Brazil.
there. Yes, in Brazil.
Yes. So you're telling me you come here by yourself as well. So you show me like you're very stronger to try to change your life because you leave everything in Brazil, like you leave your job, you leave your life for some reason. Like you didn't leave everything there because you want to. No, you come here because you want to change because you're telling me you was feeling sad, sometimes depression. But while you come to Australia, you have your partner, you live together. I'm pretty sure was that a long time or.
Yes, about 2 years, almost 2.5, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, so you live together for your partner for 2 years, and now at the moment you feel like insecure. What are you gonna do? So you're telling me as well you feel anxious. Why? How this anxious for? Like, why you feeling this anxious?
Yeah, it's like just this my perspective for the future. I don't know what to do. So yeah, it's like
Mm,
I don't know. Sometimes like the all thoughts came into my mind, and I don't know how to what to do. It's like okay, I have too many options, and sometimes I have bit problem to choose what is my right option. And I believe I have to choose always the right option, and the I'm not sure if this my right option now. It will be like my most secure and most how can I say most objective, like you know what I mean? It's like most objective to
mm,
do in Australia, if it be the correct or not. So it's always I don't know. It's like it's complicated to explain everything.
mm.
So I think it will be the counseling will be good for me. It's like to solve, I guess. And
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, I can see like what make you feel anxious because you are insecure. What's gonna happen you in the future?
yes,
So
exactly.
have you think about it? Like, I don't know if I ask you, but I'm gonna ask you. Have you think about to come back, or do you think you always just keep here, like stay here?
Well, I really don't want to go back, but if I have to, like, you'll be sad for me.
Hmm.
But yeah, I have to start again. My life, everything. It's like maybe change my profession. Maybe yeah, it's good.
Uh-huh.
So and the stay here is like you'll be good for me. It's like I feel safe here. Uh, I feel like here can give more opportunities for growing up, grow as a person and as a professional. And this is like which attract me here. So it's like it's like you have your whole base in a far away in another country, and you start to build something here. So yeah, I think it's like the sensation of building something here is slowly, super slowly, but it's something it's mine. I think that this is I'd see this like in the future is good for me. But in the other hand, it's like I don't know, this is like going too slow for me, and I see like the time going past, and I'm getting old, and there's like all the whole opportunities getting away from me. So yeah,
Yes. So I can see, like, doesn't matter which choice you're gonna have, always will be like you want to stay, of course. I could see this like if you want to stay here in Australia, doesn't matter. We need to do, you're gonna do. But if you come back to Brazil for some reason, you have your family, you have someone to run there. Like you have a job, of course, you have to start in the beginning, yes, but you have a job where I can come back and try to find something better. At the same time, you have a family there to help you if you need it. Of course, you have your family support, right?
Hmm. Yes, yes, yes. They're
Hmm.
supportive. They was
Yeah.
like
So.
just a bit scared about when I move because
Mhm.
it's like it's not a move in the same country but a different one, and also it's not a one close to them. It's like another one is like just across the world. It's like the other side of the
Mhm.
world, and yeah, they support me. It's like I always give like they always like tell me I'm able to do, but on the other hand, like I miss like I see like in my whole life is there. It's like my sister. My sister just had a baby, so it's like I can see like my nephew is like not to be a present uncle, but
Yes.
they understand my decision or about this.
Mhm.
So
Have like your only choice to renew your visa for a student. You don't have another choice, like one other way to run for.
I have some other stand my visa or ask for a skill, also the partner visa. But I want to do first for my step is my skill visa, which
Hmm.
I believe is you'll be give me to like a support like okay this I feel like this will be like my achievement. I just get by myself, not for like going to like a partner visa, going to some visas. So yes, it's not to be like my totally my fault, but yeah, it's like I want to do like my something like I want to build with something by myself, but I'm not sure if this is making me a selfish person, like because I want to do everything just by myself. So
Hmm. So I
complicated.
understand everything about the visa. I understand all your ways you talk to me, and but I would like to just before we finish the session is almost finished anyway. Uh, Before we finish, just want to give you like some help in the same time and tell me a little bit more about your anxious. Why are you getting anxious? You're getting like you're more change, like getting anger or tired. Why you feel anxious? What's happening with you?
Well, first my heartbeat going high, like I feel a little bit more stress, like sometimes I have anger outburst, like as everything is like will explode, and
Hmm.
yeah, this is like how I feel like I have feel anxious,
But you don't feel
and
anger, like you don't feel like I wanna start fight with someone.
no, I just want to fight with myself.
No, that's what I was worrying about. Some people like are getting anxious, or someone is anxious, getting anger, or some people prefer don't talk about it, they keep it just for yourself. Do not be quiet and don't show for everybody what you're really feeling or what you anxious for. So if some people prefer just sleeping, like getting some depression because you are anxious. So that's why I ask you why you feeling like why you're getting anxious you feel this. No, I could see like you don't feel anger at the same time. You don't feel too much depressed. Like you always have someone to talk. Like you talk with your family about this.
Not really about this. I think I don't want to bother my family about some this. This is like the problem is like I just am making it. I believe it's like this is
Mhm.
my problem, so I can solve my problem because first I didn't ask them for come, so I just
Yes.
get my savings and just move. So it's like I feel like if I ask them, it's like for help or something like but you choose that. It's your choices. Like I feel like they
Yes.
say that from me, but well, I never ask it. But it's like uh, I feels like
So
yeah.
you don't have nobody to talk about it. Like you don't have some support where you need it. But why you anxious? Do you do something like you try to talk with someone or try to do some exercise? What do you do while you are anxious?
Well, when this happened is I just start to walk, like I go to my suburb and walk a little bit. So that's helped me to my thoughts go a little bit away and thinking something else. Also, I like to to play sometimes play video games. So it's like this is I totally forget about my problems when I'm playing,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's like this.
Okay. No, that's fine. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to try to help yourself to don't get anxious. I could see the first thing. Sometimes talking to someone like next to you, like your family or someone you can use like a support, is not annoying or disturb, okay? Because it's your feeling. So
Mm-hmm.
what I can ask you to do for next session, like not next section, but with time, try to talk if you about your anxious or about what you feeling like your decision with someone next to you, like your family. I'm pretty sure your family can have support you. Don't look like this like a annoying or disturb something. It's your problem, you know. So that I'm just talking to someone, you're getting you better or getting some result. Like I'm pretty sure your family can lives there, can help you to understand what's really going on there, what's the way or what choice you should select if you come back to Brazil. So I'm telling you for next session, try to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Come to me and say, oh, I talk to my family about it and give some solutions. Or I can see I have my family support. That's the only thing I'm gonna ask you for next session. Um, I just have 4 minutes to conclude the session. I wanna just remind you of a few stuff you told me, like you're anxious because you feel insecurity. Like if you're insecure about your visa, you have to talk to someone. It's better you share this problem with someone than try to
Mm-hmm.
keep it for yourself. I'm pretty sure when you keep something for yourself is not good enough, especially your mental health. So just put it out. You know what I mean? Just try to talk with a family for something disturb you or something you have to talk, you have to have some decision. So that's the only thing I'm gonna ask you for next session. And if you feel anxious, try to keep the same thing you're doing, like a walk. Walk is the best thing, but at the same time, it make you to remind what is going on. Like make you think overthink for something where you start to walk. But that's the only thing you can help you and help yourself do. So keep it. That's suggestion keep it as well on the video games. So maybe distract you and
Mm-hmm.
make you think about more the video game thing, what's really going on. So that's it. So I'm gonna ask you, did you like the session? Like how you feel comfortable, how you feeling about it in the end?
Yeah, no, I believe like I feel like more it's like I can feel like able to do some decisions. I think the most
Mm-hmm.
difficult part is like get this information to get to to achieve some decision, to get this decision, and that is like, but that is the process to get this information make me anxious
Mm-hmm.
and start to triggering feelings like as I said, like when I feel like anxious, I feel like a little bit anger, but not towards someone else, but towards myself. Like I feel like, why I cannot do that? Why I have to
Mm-hmm.
do this? So like sometimes I say, oh, why the world is conspiring to me against me? So it's like, oh my god. But like I have to like I would definitely try to do what you said. Maybe I'll talk with my family. I try to like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's difficult to talk to my family, but yeah, I'll
Because what I
try.
need is just someone, like I need sometimes answers from someone next to you, like to show you're not by yourself in this world. Like you should have some support.
Hmm. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I believe that this you can help me to achieve my goals and get like this anxiety levels going down and
Mm-hmm.
thinking clearly after that. Maybe yeah, I agree.
Okay. Thanks so much for sharing this part with me. Thanks so much to talk about it. And I hope this session help you for the future or next month where you come back and tell me good things. So yeah, so can I see you next session maybe next week? If you're
Yes,
free, of
definitely,
course.
definitely, I will be
Okay.
here again.
Thanks so much for coming. So have a good day.
Thank you
Bye.
very much. Bye.